Hi teachers, and welcome to Lesson Gems. My name is Brother Lammers, and we're going to be covering the lesson for Tuesday, November the 7th, or the lesson in your seminary teacher curriculum labeled Hebrews 11 Part 2. Let's get right into it. In Hebrews 11 Part number 2, it is building off of Part number 1. So let me just take a quick pause, and if you have not yet taught Hebrews 11 Part 1, especially this section right here, this section where it teaches that faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, but you've also built it into this statement of truth. It's not just faith, but faith in Jesus Christ is the assurance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen, which are true. So if you have not yet taught that specific section of part number 1, please go back and start your lesson today with that. And if you've already established that, that's what we're going to be building on for the rest of today's lesson. This is a powerful, powerful lesson that is helping our students to take action in their own lives. It is encouraging them to consciously strive or intentionally strive to become more like Jesus Christ. And where does that come from? Here we are in Teaching in the Savior's Way. Our third principle underneath help learners come into Jesus Christ is to help them intentionally strive to become more like Jesus Christ. So this lesson is awesome and so important to help our students know that their faith in Jesus Christ, not just faith, but their faith in Jesus Christ is on them to intentionally strive and to try and to practice. So when I'm starting my lesson today, possible learning activities, remember, these are our readinesses. And a readiness, the intent of a readiness is to help our students to be unified as we engage in a desired outcome. Help them know what the desired outcome is today. As they go through this little activity that says, hey, think of people who have expressed or lived or given examples of how they lived faith and then the resultant blessings. The desired outcome for today is, as we study this, how can we increase our desire and ability to exercise our faith, but not just faith, faith in Jesus Christ. That's the intent today. I can put it up on the board. I can have them write it down. As we go through today, and as you go through everything we're going to be learning today, please be mindful and record the impressions on how you can live this. That's what I'm going to help my students know, that here's where we're engaging, here's the desired outcome for today. We're going to try to live our faith in Jesus Christ better. By small and simple things will this great blessing come to pass. Love these activities, and these activities, brothers and sisters, we have done in many different ways. And in previous lessons, we have called this activity, we've labeled it the ABCs, or the actions, attitudes, behaviors, and characteristics as we identified them and what resultant blessings came, or the consequences that came from their actions, attitudes, characteristics, and those things that came and blessings that came thereof. So have them make 2 columns. How was faith exercised? But please don't don't just say faith. How was faith in Jesus Christ exercised? Help them make that correlation that faith isn't just a word or definition, but we are talking about faith in Jesus Christ. And how does it look? How did they do it? How were the blessings, and what were the blessings that came, or how did it look? Have them pick 1 or 2 of these, or follow it as it says. Divide them in 3 groups, depending on your class size. Jumping into, now you've identified, God rewards those who have faith and exercise that faith in Jesus Christ. And if you haven't done so, consider marking them. But help them be unable to miss the correlation. And I understand the double negative, but we want to make it so obvious that when they're going through this exercise, that the language changes in verse number 6. As you read verse number 6 in Hebrews, it says, and he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Well, diligently seek him is the exact same thing as acting or exercising in faith in Jesus Christ. Help them be unable to miss that correlation. So now how do we exercise our faith? But again, don't leave just faith. Faith in Jesus Christ. I know it sounds almost redundant, but we cannot be over redundant when it comes to making sure they understand that faith is not just a word, but this is a conscious action to have faith in Jesus Christ. And me choosing to do this small action differently, or to start this small action in my life, the actions that I've seen demonstrated in scriptures by faithful, wonderful people, this is an act of faith in Jesus Christ. Help them be unable to miss that correlation and connect all things that they are doing, their faith, connect it to the Savior. Make this lesson about faith in Jesus Christ, not just faith. Continuing this lesson, why do you think that exercising faith, remember, don't miss it, exercising faith in Jesus Christ? What can help you endure when blessings of acting in faith in Jesus Christ or living my faith in Jesus Christ don't seem to come? Help them make that connection. I like this video. It's a great, simple example of this beautiful young woman and how she lived her faith in these small actions that they can do, because it then invites them to consider, what did you learn? How do you think experience can help her in the future? President Nelson connects it together. Love how they bring the prophet's words. But then the invitation to act. You can do this. What have you felt prompted that you can do? What examples did you see that happened, and the blessings that you can then go seek? Brothers and sisters, this is such a powerful lesson, and it is a hard lesson for our young students. Excuse me. It is a hard lesson for our young students to understand that these small actions are faith in Jesus Christ. Help them to not miss that correlation and encourage them that they can do it. They can act in faith. They can intentionally strive to become like Jesus Christ by these small and simple actions. Brothers and sisters, you are amazing, and you can do this, and you can help your students become more like Jesus Christ by small and simple acts of faith. Thank you so much for all you do.